Your attention, please. And now, on with the show.
Coming to you from quarantined New York, it's Under the Radar, starring Randy Unger. Brought to you by Magnitude Jewelry. Add a 2 to match your attitude. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing the new films, The Road's Not Taken and The Lovebirds, with special guest critics Kevin Mosquera and Phillip Buckley. And now, here's your host, Randy Unger.
Hey guys, Randy Unger here with another fun edition of Under the Radar, where we talk all things film. And right now I have via Zoom Kevin Mosquera. Hey, Kevin.
Hello.
I love the background. Are you rescuing the princess tonight?
Yes, greetings from the Mushroom Kingdom. You know, I went to one castle. She left again, so I'm going to another one to find her.
Lovely, lovely. And Mr. Phillip Buckley, welcome back.
Thank you. Hello.
How you doing tonight, Phillip?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Good, good. Happy to have you. So, guys, you know, obviously it's the pandemic, and I want to thank you so much for being here. But we're doing this thing, Pandemic Picks, where I just want to talk to you guys, whoever's on the show, basically. What are you guys watching right now? What's on Netflix for you? What, you know, Blu-rays, DVDs? What's streaming? What are you watching right now, Kevin?
Well, actually, right now it's a mix of a few things. I like anything else streaming-wise, I'd rather have the whole series done in one shot and play catch-up, just so I can watch at my own discretion. So I know the big hot topic on TV for the past few weeks was The Last Stand, about the Bulls and their run.
Right.
The final run for the championship. So
I've seen articles about that. It looks interesting.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 episodes in, it definitely captivated me. What I found interesting was, and I want to take it from a movie perspective, is ESPN and Netflix produced it, but obviously ESPN had the rights to show it first. So I don't know how that is a moneymaker for Netflix, or are they going to get, you know, even more things later on their channel? I mean,
I heard that Netflix airs it overseas. Like, you know, here it's airs on ESPN, but overseas it's on Netflix.
So there you go.
So you need cable TV and ESPN to actually watch it in the States.
Right now, ESPN's the one that's using it, right? Yeah, so I did on demand for ESPN. And then maybe you guys are more familiar with this. A lot of people have recommended it to me. I just started yesterday because I said, why not? I got the time. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. People always said that type of show aligns with my humor.
Yeah.
So first episode was pretty good, so I'm going to wait to see how much better it gets.
They say it's Seinfeld on crack. So
this could work for me.
Yeah. And I think it might be the one if not the longest running sitcoms ever. I could be mistaken on that. But
it's long. It's been on forever.
Since like 2005 actually.
Oh wow.
At least 15 years.
So it's going to be a long time to catch up then.
I actually have seasons 1 through 5 on DVD if you need to borrow them.
I think I'll work on the streaming portion of it.
Okay.
There you go. Something movie related. I'm consolidating a lot of my CDs, DVDs, and nice little folders because not everyone needs a case. You know, that can be controversial. Some say the artwork, whatever. But especially in the DVD films, there are very few good ones, unless it's like a true pack, like maybe an anthology of like maybe a Batman or Star Wars. I'm actually consolidating all of them into just a new case to
like an album.
It looks like a classy photo album.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a little more mature. I still have, you know, my crazy zany movies, but it's harder to tell they're there.
You're definitely saving a lot of space.
No, you'd be surprised how much space already saved with that.
That's cool. All right. Phil, what are you watching these days?
I was doing this thing where I would just put on Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon, and whatever first popped up, I just press play. And it was a lot of hit or misses. I watched a series called
like Russian Roulette, but
yeah, kind of, yeah.
And
I watched this whole series called Normal People on Hulu.
All right.
And it's really well acted. It's just
comedy or drama?
It's a drama. It's about this two couple. Like I guess like their soulmates who keep coming in and out of their lives. And I watched the whole thing in a sitting, and I was like super bummed
Wow.
the next day. But it was a really well acted. It's a BBC show. It's an Irish show.
Oh,
But-
you're getting all classy with the BBC.
Fancy schmancy. I will say, I'm sorry?
Any notable actors in it?
There's nobody, I don't think there's anybody like known in it, but it's like well acted. It's
normal people. Check it out.
normal people. It's a show.
Yeah. All right.
And then I watched a show on Amazon called Upload.
Yeah, that's new. That came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was good. That was funny. I like that show.
That's Stephen Amell's brother, right?
It's cousin.
Whatever. The Arrow's family member.
Yeah,
I got you.
cousin.
That's by the guys who do The Office, right? Who did The Office?
I don't know. Maybe it's funny.
Greg Daniels and yeah.
Okay.
But
I liked it. It was kind of like a funny Black Mirror, but it's like a series instead of just going off.
Huh. Okay.
I liked it. I thought that was funny.
Well, you're giving us your glowing recommendation, so now I'm tempted. So, but first for me, I'm on season 4 of Better Call Saul, and this show is just getting better and better, guys. I don't know. Are you big Breaking Bad fans? Better Call Saul fans?
I love Breaking Bad.
So,
yeah, he's the reason I got into Breaking Bad. I watched it. Probably not the best way to do it, but watching it on Netflix, commuting back and forth to work, I was able to do the whole series in like 3 months.
Okay.
So funny.
Wow.
I got to watch this season of Better Call Saul. It's waiting in my DVR.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything because something today that I saw that was just shocking. But yeah, okay, yeah, I don't want to ruin any more surprises.
That's right.
All right, guys. So I guess we could start with our first movie, and you know what? This movie it frustrated me because it was decent. It wasn't great, but it has great actors in it. And guys, it's called The Road's Not Taken, and it follows the day in the life of this gentleman played by Javier Bardem, who is sort of like in a catatonic state, and his daughter is basically just trying to take him to the dentist and then to the optometrist, and it's like a huge ordeal. And on the journey to each doctor's office, his mind, they kind of cut in and out with like these hallucinations of like past lives or alternate realities, 2 alternate realities. One is him with his ex-wife played by Salma Hayek in Mexico, and then the other reality is him in Greece, and he's kind of sort of stalking these young girls, and it just kind of goes all over the place. And I wanted to like this movie, but it just kind of fell flat for me. I love Javier Bardem since No Country for Old Men. He won an Oscar for that movie. Fantastic performance, and Coen Brothers did that. But this is definitely not as good as that. But it still has redeeming qualities, and yeah, I just thought it'd be good to talk about tonight. So, guys, what did you think of The Road's Not Taken, Kevin?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the title kind of alludes to, Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. I think how you phrased it was my main frustration with the film. So I'll start with the good stuff. Agreed. Javier Bardem, great. I'm blanking on the actress's name that played his daughter. You can
Elle Fanning. Yeah, she's great.
Great working. I think no disrespect to Javier Bardem, but I think her performance is what carried the movie, because that's when you saw the frustration of him breaking down stuff, and that was what you were meant to feel.
Yeah.
So, but I guess to my side, feeling that what you were supposed to feel, understanding what she's going through, they hit that. It landed. Mm-hmm. However, the title, and I even had to read a description to make sure that I read it right, was, to me, and you guys tell me if you felt this way, it was a bit vague. I thought when he was hallucinating, he was looking back on his life and things that he regretted. But by what you said, what the title implies, and even by the description of the movie, those are quote-unquote alternate realities, different ways he could have gone. Mm-hmm. To me, if that is such a crucial theme of the movie and I missed it, and Lord knows I was paying attention, they kind of missed the mark there. I mean, you guys tell me, was it obvious to you guys it was alternate realities, or did it seem like regret?
Well, it seemed like it was, just obviously roads he did not take in life, But I actually looked at Wikipedia, and it said the official synopsis was that these are hallucinations. These are alternate realities. So
Agreed. No synopsis, though. Was it that obvious to you?
I don't.
Yeah, I was a little confused. Not until like mid towards the end of the movie, I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Ish.
It was a little sloppy the way they handled it. I mean, it could have been really, really well done, like artfully done. And Sally Potter, who directed and wrote it, I commend her. Like, she did a decent job here. But I think like casual moviegoers are kind of they're gonna see this on, streaming services. So they might skip over it unless they're Javier Bardem or Elle Fanning fans. And I mean, Elle Fanning, she's only like not even, I think she's like 25, not even, and she's been doing some great work in the past decade. This movie called The Beguiled, which was actually a remake of a Clint Eastwood movie in the 70s about a Civil War soldier who is played by Colin Farrell in the new version. He stumbles into this like woman's school, like a young woman's school, and Elle Fanning kind of like tends to his wounds, and there's sort of like a budding romantic relationship there. And she's got like a Nicole Kidman type of vibe about her, just like wisdom beyond her, more than her years,
Zero gripes on her performance. I'm gonna have to agree. I think she held it. You saw the internal struggle of loving her father, but dealing with this ridiculously complicated situation. Like, it felt real. Like, by no means was it somebody phoning in. Like, I truly believe she was in this situation. Mm-hmm. But like I said, if your core theme and title of your movie is one thing and it's not as explicit as it should be, missed shot right there.
Yeah. It's a shame because there's a lot of potential, like I said, the acting alone. That's why I picked the movie, because I fell in love with the cast, but the story and the plot, the way they executed things, it does leave something to be desired.
I mean, Philip, you tell me, like I said, was it obvious to you or not?
I mean, that's the thing about, I have a strained relationship with independent movies. I don't like, because a lot of independent movies, they're very moody, and it's a lot of scenes where it's just like staring out, and you're supposed to just feel, A lot of actors like do it, like Javier Bardem and all this, like they like doing these movies because it's like acting,
Yeah.
But they're very weak on, like, their movies are very vague, It's all through like thinking and feeling, but so just standing there for a lot of times, and the mood, the tone of the movie is very, blasé.
Yeah.
Slow.
But it's slow. It's very slow.
Yeah.
It kind of leaves it up to you to like fill in the blanks, I guess. These
like you said, everybody in that movie is very talented. What's the director's name again?
The director is Sally Potter.
Sally Potter. So I've heard her name a bunch. This might be the first movie I've seen of her, but she did that movie with Tilda Swinton a long time ago that like everyone was talking about, but I can't remember what it was called.
Hold on, I'm looking her up now. Sally Potter.
With Tilda Swinton?
She's done a lot of artsy films.
Yeah, if you're doing an independent movie, it's usually like an artsy-fartsy kind of movie.
Yeah, I don't see any Tilda Swinton. But she did do a weird movie in 2017 called The Party, which I believe it was all black and white, and it's about this dinner party that goes kind of wrong. And again, it has a great cast, but the story itself is not that engaging. So I guess that's the trend with her. So.
It's like you said, everyone in the movie is great. Elle Fanning, like Dakota Fanning, they were just born to be actors,
Favorite really, Fanning, really Elle or Dakota?
Ooh.
I actually like Elle better.
I do. You like Elle better?
Yeah.
When she acts, I can pay attention. Yeah. Like
I've never really seen Dakota's great too. Like, did you guys see War of the Worlds? The Tom
Cruise movie? She's good in that.
Great in that, and I Am Sam. So she may have peaked a little too early. I think she was like not even 10.
She's on a show on TNT right now.
Oh,
I forgot what it's called. It's like a period show. But Elle Fanning, she's also on a show right now too, on Hulu called The Great.
Okay.
With I forgot the guy's name. It's like based on a real person.
Okay.
But it's like a comic kind of version of it. Really got good reviews. I love her. She's great. Javier Bardem is great. No Country for Old Men still owes me a a fourth act, but other than that,
Okay.
Oh my god, that movie.
I'm still old at ending. It's a good movie though, but
Oh, it's fun.
yeah.
Um,
And even what's her name? Laura Linney was in that movie too.
Laura Linney is
She
like
was good.
in the movie for like 2 seconds, but
But she played a good angry ex-wife. I mean,
Yeah, right?
I believed it.
I feel like they're all
hate
kind
you,
of like everybody in this
but I
movie
love
are
you.
kind of like jerks in a way. There's a scene where he's like talking like, "Oh, I left because the whining I couldn't work," and then Laura Linney's like, "You couldn't handle it. I was a better writer than you."
Yeah.
I think that would have
And
made for a better movie, like the relationship between Linney and Bardem. I mean, as just a struggling couple.
every part, like if you take all the scenes of his hallucination, would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff between him and Selma Hayek was very good.
Crazy.
It's probably the best part of the movie.
They probably, out of everybody, had the best chemistry. So
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that.
I'm
because-
assuming they've worked together before, right?
I don't know, but
know.
it may have in the past, though. But they should in the future if they haven't already. After before this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Netflix movie for me. I mean, you see it on, oh, Javier's in it. Okay, I will play it. So, but other than that, if you're a diehard Sally Potter fan, then I would say check it out. But Kevin, what do you think?
If you're a big Sally Potter fan, you won't be disappointed in this movie.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with my initial gut reaction. Probably a film you can avoid because I think the main theme is gone. But if you want to see some great acting from Elle Fanning, then watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Even Javier, like no disrespect to him, I think he's a great actor. Playing somebody who's not all there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was that much of a stretch. It's not like I Am Sam, as you said, or Forrest Gump, where like that type of role and that mental state that he's in is like such a central focus of the film, but you're still trying to understand the person's personality. Most of that, the lights were on, but nobody was home.
Yeah.
Like only when he was in the flashbacks did you actually see him acting as somebody else. Most of the time, it was him saying one word, maybe mumbling that. It's all Elle Fanning.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
She
carries it.
Yeah, he's very good. Obviously, he's a good actor. He won an Academy Award and stuff. It's not like he's the best you've ever seen him. You've seen him do better.
Oh yeah,
you know. So it's not like a breakout performance from him.
It really could have been any other big name actor, or even a small time actor could have done this.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper, I'm sure. And I'm kind of glad that they broke it up with the different realities, because if this was just a movie about a catatonic guy going to a dentist, that is just a super depressing plot.
Yeah.
They need to be storylines.
Do we think Costco sponsored this movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god, isn't that funny? He's just in the middle of Costco. Like,
oh my god, I don't know if they might have sued this video.
That's too funny. That was really funny.
So guys, see it, skip it. What do you think, Philip?
You can skip it.
Yeah. Kev, you concur?
I concur 100%.
I mean, I'm very generous, so I say see it, but only if you are, interested in seeing some really good acting. And disclaimer: it is very depressing, but it's a well-made film. Yeah. So, all right. Oh, and also, guys, it will be available to rent or buy on Apple TV, Amazon Prime Video, and other major video on-demand platforms on May 26th. So check that out.
Oh, that's around the corner, yeah.
Yeah. It's a few days, 2 days. All right, guys. So we're going to take a short commercial break, but we'll be back with more, our second film review of the evening right after this.
Under the Radar is brought to you by Magnitude Jewelry. Add a 2 to match your attitude. Patent pending interchange genuine gemstone and crystal EMF protection jewelry. For more information, please visit magnitudejewelry.com/gemgirl or call 718-268-6634.
And we're back. Hey guys, Under the Radar. I'm your host, Randy Unger, where we talk all things film. And gentlemen, we are halfway done, and we got the less interesting movie out of the way. Let's talk about some mindless entertainment courtesy of Netflix. Actually, this was supposed to be released in April by Paramount Studios, but sadly, because of the pandemic, it was released on Netflix the other day instead. And
wait, time out to clarify. You're saying wide release? This was supposed to be a wide release?
Really? I didn't know that.
This was going to be released.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's got, so basically the film is called The Lovebirds, and it is about a couple that are kind of about to break up, played by, I'm going to butcher this, Kumail Nanjiani and Issa Rae.
Come on.
Was that right? Okay. And basically, you know, their relationship is on the rocks right now, and along the way of almost breaking up, they encounter a murder, and they flee the scene like idiots. And then basically the bad guys are after them. The cops are looking for them, and they basically get into one disaster after another. And I thought this was a really funny movie. I was surprised at how much I thought it was funny. And it was just like a nice, refreshing movie that just kind of turn off your brain for an hour and a half and just enjoy the comedy. And Kumail and Issa, they knocked it out of the park. They have great chemistry. And yeah, it's just a fun movie. What did you guys think? Philip?
No, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a strictly Netflix movie. I might have a different opinion if I had went to the theater to see it. But I enjoyed it. I mean, like you said, it's a Netflix.
Why would it would have been a different experience? You mean being like around a crowd or something?
If I went out of my way to to go to the plays and then everything, all that money and watch this, I'm like, oh Jesus, because there's nothing like new in this movie. They don't like break the mold. I guess it stars an Indian man and like a black woman, but other than that, it's like you're by the numbers kind of date comedy, like date night kind of.
It feels like date night with Steve Carell, definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
A better movie though.
Much better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's enjoyable. Like he's great. He did that movie a couple years ago. That's on my brain. What was it?
The Big Sick.
The Big Sick. Yeah, The Big Sick. He did that movie, and that movie was really good.
And it's also great this director, Michael Showalter. So.
So there you go.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that he went from that to this, and this movie is funny, but it definitely doesn't have like the depth and the heart of The Big Sick, because that was one of my favorite movies of the year. That was like 2017, and
that was a good movie.
That was fantastic.
Did he write that as well, or was that only inspired on his life?
I think he did. Right?
Big Sick, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just know he directed. And he might have wrote that as well. So, but yeah, they're very different films, but they sort of have similar style about them. But I don't know. He's definitely on my radar for filmmakers to watch.
So he's great, but I didn't know I don't know what's her name again.
Issa Rae.
I never seen her in other movies, but she was really good.
Yeah.
Considering I've never seen her before, I thought she was really good.
She's done a lot of comedy.
And they did play off well against each other. They were really funny together.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I say watch it.
He directed The Big Sick. I don't think he wrote it.
I thought Kumail did. I thought he wrote.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was this girl, Emily V. Gordon, and Kumail. They wrote.
So he did right.
Yeah, such a good movie.
Yeah.
Kev, what did you think of The Lovebirds?
I guess I got to be the bad guy in this one a little bit. Listen, I think when it comes to Kumail, I've seen him in roles in Silicon Valley, The Big Sick, even Stuber, which I think not everybody gives the best reviews. Yeah. He is great when he goes on his rants.
Right.
When they talk about random tangents, non sequiturs, he finds something to just riff on. Brilliant. Loved every part of the movie when they were doing that and they were having that back and forth. Mm-hmm. As far as rom-coms go, I mean, I saw it to my girl. She didn't like it. So to me, right off the bat, if you end a rom-com and you're both like, you're kind of missing the mark there. And I don't know. I just felt like the story didn't flow as much. It really felt like little scenes that maybe in isolation, if they were short, would be hilarious. But I didn't see that follow through as well. Especially when you get to the end and you they meet back with the villain without spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like that was just kind of shoved in the middle of the movie. It was just like funny scene, random banter, which I loved.
Yeah.
Okay scene maybe, random banter, which I loved. Oh, we only got a little bit of time left on this movie. Let's show the villain, and then end of the movie.
Right. They kind of just sprinkled these like random set pieces together.
Yes, that's a better way to phrase it.
There wasn't a lot of cohesion, you know. They kind of.
And you're in New Orleans. That's that city could be its own character, and I don't think it was well effectively used.
I don't think they actually filmed in New Orleans because they didn't show anything in New Orleans in there.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, they said it was in New Orleans.
They did say that, yeah. They probably filmed it in Canada or something. You know?
Yeah. This could have been in any major city
That's too
in the
funny.
United States. So it's a shame. But yeah, Kevin, I agree with you. The banter, the witty banter was totally there, and that was probably the film's like that, along with their chemistry. I could just watch them sit at a table in a diner and just talk for an hour and a half. I think that would have been a lot. Yeah. I mean, more interesting than what happens in this movie. I think one of my
I'll never look at a milkshake the same way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Right? He brought up the whole thing with the milkshake. I'm like, why do they do that? I'm not complaining. Why do they do that?
We will have 2 alcohols.
Exactly.
See, that movie's funny. I mean, because it's a Netflix movie, you forgive them for because the stakes of the movie are very low. You find out I don't want to spoil the movie, but they kind of oh, you were fine the whole time, blah blah blah. You know?
Yeah.
You know.
I would probably not pay to go see this in theaters. No.
That movie probably would have gotten live. If it was in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gotten good reviews at all.
But play this out.
It's still not getting good reviews online. Right? On Rotten Tomatoes, I don't think it's doing so hot. So
that's what I'm getting. Play this out. It's a rom-com, so you probably wouldn't see this movie by yourself if you saw it in theaters. That means twice the ticket price. You have a date to worry about in their opinion, and then you leave it and you're left a little unsatisfied. It's not a good look.
Yeah. I feel like because it's on Netflix, if you what is the other one? It's not Rotten Tomato. The other Flixsters?
Metacritic.
When you're just more fan based, I feel it would be more forgiving of the movie. But again, like I said, if it was in theaters, you're this is not worth your time and money.
No, definitely not. But I am a huge fan of Kumail, and Kevin, you said that Silicon Valley is worth checking out.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mike Judge is the creator and main writer on that. It's awesome. Basically his twist on exactly that, Silicon Valley, everything in San Fran, startups, them versus a Google archetype type company, and all the banter between them is hilarious.
Does it have an Office Space vibe to it?
A little different because it's in most of the scenes start in an incubator, and then they kind of break out into this company they're trying to form called Pied Piper. But yeah, I know you like Mike Judge. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Quick question: did you guys notice how in shape Kumail was? I'm gonna take a guess, and I think this is while he's training for Immortals, because compared to some of his other movies, he was in some good shape.
I know
he was jacked.
Within the past,
it was weird seeing him like that.
Within the past year, some photos of him leaked out on set for was it for the Immortals, or something where he's totally ripped. It's crazy. It's you would not expect that from this guy because of his sense of humor. It's kind of quirky and almost nerdy, and well, all the power to him. Good for him, man. Great.
It almost didn't work in the movie where he's scared, I'm gonna get beat up. I'm small. This guy's ripped.
It's true though.
Yeah. But back to his previous movie, Stuber was I don't think that's on my radar. But I think the Lovebirds knocks Stuber out of the park, off the radar.
Which one was Stuber?
That was him and Batista, who plays a cop.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that wasn't very good. Great. I love Batista, but
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I maybe to what you said, it's low stakes. Once again, that one, if I paid for it, I don't know how I'd feel about it. But it was Stuber I just streamed a few days ago.
Hmm.
For mindless entertainment, I think you get more mindless, fun entertainment with Stuber than Lovebirds.
Interesting. But I think the banter is better with the Lovebirds, if I'm not
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
I don't know about her, but I know he comes from, comedy, obviously, like stand up and everything. So he's very quick witted. But
Yeah.
she was like right there with him, and it wasn't like cut. You can tell it was almost conversational, like their back and forth banner. So she's very. I don't know. I've never seen anything else, but I really liked her a lot too.
Yeah, she's very natural, and she's done a lot of comedy. She was actually on a show called, what was it called? Insecure on HBO. I saw an episode. It was pretty good. She's like, it's kind of basically about her life as a young woman, struggling in the dating scene, and awkward occurrences happen, and she's like quirky. So she's okay. I actually could have taken her or leaving her. I didn't think she was that phenomenal as an actress, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of a better female comedian who would have been better in this role, but she was adequate. I'd say adequate.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you had two crazy people in a movie, that might be too much, because she balanced the little crazy, but with a good straight man throughout the movie too. Like, I gotta lean and agree with Philip on this one. I think she was an integral part of the movie, and she made that banter really work.
And I think she got top billing over Kumail.
Did she?
Yeah, I think so.
I did like, because when they were fighting, there was a scene where they were going like, "I'm not happy with someone who's happy being a failure," or something. Like when it got serious, I was like, "Ooh, you felt that a little bit." I did appreciate that. Because I knew he was talented. I didn't know anything about her. So
yeah,
nice little introduction to her. So keep her on the lookout from now on.
That's an interesting point too. Comedians usually make for like really good dramatic actors. I've noticed. I'm trying to think of a good example. But
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Adam Sandler. I don't know if you guys saw Uncut Gems, but
Not yet.
I heard he's really, really.
Yeah, but I think Issa has she has potential to being a very dramatic actress. So we'll have to keep on track of her career. So, all right. So, guys, I think it's safe to say, see it, right? We're going to recommend The Lovebirds.
I think see it. It's on Netflix. Yeah. Watch it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. What else are you going to do? It's
yeah.
We're in quarantine.
I love it. I don't love the pandemic. I just love the fact that, there's so much content out there, and we can talk about it on shows like this. So it's nice that, the content is still being pushed out. So, yeah. And like you said, Philip, this is currently on Netflix, so whoever wants to check out a mindless rom-com, The Lovebirds might be your ticket. So check that out. Yeah. So, guys, is there anything? Are you guys looking forward to anything coming out, streaming or what have you, Kevin?
I'm not really sure what's coming out soon.
Okay.
Do you know? Anything, Kevin?
No,
I'm looking forward to Space Force. I don't know about you guys.
Yes, actually, I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
What's Space Force?
It's basically Steve Carell plays like this general in the Air Force who is assigned the duty of running the Space Force, which is basically protecting satellites from nuclear missiles or something. And, I heard it's not going to be as silly as The Office, but I'm really hoping it has like an Office in space type feel. So,
well, really, it's not supposed to be that silly, because the trailer made it sound like it was all silly.
I heard it wasn't going to be that like it wasn't going to be like Michael Scott silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to be a real branch of the military. I mean, let's face it. So why not watch it?
That's pretty funny. I'd watch that. I look forward to that. I love Steve Carell.
Yeah. Are you guys Office fans, Philip?
Oh yeah, I love The Office. I just watched because what's his name? Who plays Jim? Has an online thing. And
John Krasinski. Yeah. The something it's like a web series where basically he highlights the good in humanity.
Yeah.
My people
And then
videos and pictures and.
Yeah, a couple got married on his show, and then he had the cast all do like from the wedding, Jim and Pam wedding. They did like their dance. It was great. If you didn't see it, if you're a fan, you should look it up. It's really
definitely
fun. Yeah.
All right.
One thing I will say, if this doesn't sell you on watching Space Force, other than Steve Carell on that, they somehow got John Malkovich to be part of this series.
John Malkovich is in there?
Ridiculous.
John Malkovich. I love Con Air.
I love it. What is his role? Is he like a scientist or some kind of?
Couldn't tell from the trailer.
Yeah,
but I think he's supposed to be like a regular cast member. I don't think it's like a cameo or anything to that effect.
Definitely gonna check that out.
Nice.
Trying to think of other stuff that's coming out.
I'm seeing commercials for Tenet, but I don't know how they're doing it if we still don't know if we're gonna go out.
Didn't they push that back originally, or is that gonna be pushed back more now? Or
not sure. I mean, it's still not rated.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. Who's doing the ratings now to give that film its due? But if they're already pumping commercials on it, I think they're being confident they're going to be able to show it at some point.
Well, Christopher Nolan's pushing like a theater. He wants it in theaters. Yeah. He doesn't want it on streaming or anything like that. He wants people to go in theaters to see it. So
I don't think that'll happen until late August or something. Nobody knows.
If that,
it's a huge question mark, sadly. And
yeah, but a Christopher Nolan movie you need to see in theaters.
Right.
He makes it for that.
It needs to be IMAX, maybe 3D. Well, yeah, just on a big screen. And actually, I want to talk to you guys about something. Have you heard anything about these drive-in movie theaters that are popping up?
Oh, I have. Yeah.
What's going on with these? Is this like outside of the city? Is this like more rural areas, or?
I think like upstate New York is starting to do it, and some places in Jersey. I don't know if you remember, Kev, but I remember when we would go to the Poconos, there was one already there. You remember that? Like,
but we never were able to do it. Yeah,
we never able to do it. But I would love to do that. If they had that going, that would be great. I've never been to a drive-thru before.
Oh, really? They're cool. I went to one in I think New Hampshire, and I did one when I was a baby, but I don't remember. But yeah, they're a fun experience, and this is a perfect opportunity for that business to thrive. And it's a shame that they're probably going to boost up ticket sales, ticket prices at these things, because people are going to be in such high demand. People crave outdoor entertainment. So.
Well, I mean, it's to that point, like even locally, there is one in Queens they're doing it, but they're doing older films. I don't know of any, at least locally, they're doing anything new. But listen, you get a good enough old film to be shown, I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
You tell me Back to the Future, right over your shoulder, is doing a drive-in. Well, I've seen that in so many different mediums. Of course, I'll do it in a drive-through as well.
Yeah, I love that idea.
I'd go see a classic movie in a drive-in. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
And with the 30th anniversary, I think Back to the Future is a prime candidate for that. So.
Oh, don't get. Have you heard about the controversy?
I was talking to Randall before but I don't remember what it was about.
There was something in Back to the Future 2 that what happened?
Basically, Back to the Future 2, as you know, Part 2. Excuse me. Apologies. You're absolutely right. How dare I say that?
No, I said it.
When Marty is trying to get back the Gray's Sports Almanac from Biff, if you recall, at some point, the principal. Named Strickland, yes, I was thinking of his name, takes it, and he has to sneak into his office to get it back.
Right.
Except when he gets it, it's not the Gray's Sports Almanac, but it is a magazine of adult content called Ooh La La. So apparently, Universal has a clean version that Netflix is streaming, where they don't show the cover of Ooh La La, and therefore, when Marty opens it, it shows like a picture like drawn of a woman, but he doesn't even go and freak out and say, ooh la la, like you are. They just edit it out, and you just see him freaking out that it's not the almanac.
How is that controversial? It was she was wearing like a nice, she was wearing underwear. It wasn't like she was naked, and he said tits, he just ooh la and sees a girl in her underwear. That's it, and it's a 2-second thing, and it's over.
I guess obviously, I'm assuming we all have it on Blu-ray, DVD, or whatever. I gotta go see the scene. Yeah, me too. I gotta go see it like here, and then I go see what they put on Netflix.
Yeah, no, it's there. I think that's the controversy. The controversy is so many people understand why it's controversial.
I'm gonna fire up Netflix right now and check that scene out. But what's so controversial about Ooh La La? Is it the words? Is it the girl in the underwear? Maybe that, right?
Maybe it's so. I don't know. What's the movie rated? PG?
No,
Yeah,
13.
It's PG-13.
I think PG. Yeah.
Hang on, let me check this bad boy. Remember, ratings back then though were a little looser.
Right. So PG back then would be equated to PG-13 now.
Your gentlemen are right. It is a PG.
See, it's PG. Yeah, they had movies back in the day like they're cursing. It's still a PG.
Yeah.
Think the kids.
And I think Marty says shit like a few times.
Oh yeah, he's cursing.
Forgive my language, folks. I never curse often.
Biff certainly says it a few times.
Why don't you make like a tree? Get out of here.
Or you ruined my car, you little piece of.
Oh, when they before they crash into the menorah, they're shit.
There you go.
There you go.
That was definitely rated PG. The first one.
Yeah. No F-bombs, but everything else they say, pretty much.
And I think in Ghostbusters 2, they say shit once. Because when shit happens, who are you going to do? You know?
Nice.
I think they
Somebody
say
else.
maybe 1 or 2 times in the first Ghostbusters. I'm not sure.
I wonder if in Back to the Future 2, they because they have such a problem with the Ooh La La scene. Because you remember when he goes back to the present, but it's a different present, and his mom has like the big boobs.
Yeah.
They blur out that whole thing now.
They should, yeah, because that's a lot of cleavage right there.
You're so big. Oh man, I might watch that tonight now.
Yeah, I could watch that whole trilogy anytime.
Yeah, but watch the one you own is basically what we're saying now.
Yeah, I gotta watch it first to see like what the big deal is. 'Cause I don't remember anything.
It's not a big deal. I promise you're going to watch and say this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
I mean, in the first movie, Biff basically attempts to rape Lorraine, and that's probably kept in the Netflix version. So
the first movie is like obviously they have like incest in it. You know, when you really, I mean, it's not presented as like something to be like traumatized. It's in a comedic manner. But
right, when you see it when you're a kid, it's like, okay, that's
going over the head. Yeah.
Oh, way over the head.
But now in your 30s and you see it, it's this is a little like icky. This is weird.
Like, don't want to talk to my mom after I watch that movie.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
Oh
God.
Too far?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Since we're on the topic of 80s fantasy films, I'm actually in the middle of watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom on Blu-ray.
Oh,
Just
okay.
pause. How are you guys? I know, Kevin, you're a fan of Last Crusade.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Philip, what's your take on the Indiana Jones films, real quick?
Oh, I love Indiana Jones. Crusade is my favorite one. Obviously, the Crystal Skull is my least favorite one. And then maybe the original one. And then 2 is probably my... After Skull is probably my least favorite one. I liked Temple of Doom, but it's like all those bugs really gross me out.
I like Temple of Doom too, but it's kind of like some of the 2 movies we just reviewed. It's got great scenes, but they're all like kind of scattered, and you're just really holding them together. But you know, the mine car scene in Temple of Doom is so
classic.
good. Yeah, I could just watch that scene, and it's a great scene.
I'm sure they made a ride of that somewhere.
I think they only did the stunt show in Universal Studios.
Oh yeah,
Disney.
That was Disney?
Oh, Disney?
Okay.
Disney's got. Listen, they paid for that one.
Nice.
Universal. Did Universal make that movie?
No, it was Paramount
Paramount. All right.
and Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Who made Star Wars before Lucasfilm became its own?
Well,
Was it 20th Century Fox?
where George Lucas directed the New Hope.
But who distributed it?
Well, it was 20th Century Fox,
No, it's okay.
and I think they've done all of the Star Wars films since then. But I think by Empire Strikes Back, Lucasfilm had become an actual company.
Yeah.
Same with Industrial Light and Magic, visual effects.
Yeah. Because I don't think if you watch them now, I don't think they'll have. Do they still have the 20th Century Fox logo?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all do. Yeah.
Who knows? He has redone those movies so many times. Even now, if you try and stream them, there's a set of movies where you got to try and figure out what version you're watching if you like stream it on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
True. That's a good one. Did you ever see all the other like Blade Runners?
I've only seen. I saw the second one, but I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I think I was just tired that night. But it's a very long movie and it's kind of trippy. So you got to kind of be fully aware when you're watching it.
There's been like 5-7 versions of this movie, and I don't know which one I saw.
Wait, the new one or the original?
The original, yeah, the original has.
Oh, the original, yeah, I love the original. I was talking about the second one. I had the director's cut on DVD, and I don't know if it's that much different than the original cut. So, but
there's like a theatrical director's. There's like an anniversary cut. Can't even think of the other names of them.
I think the director's cut is the definitive. It's Ridley Scott's original.
Gonna make up his mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of director's cuts.
Yeah. Oh,
Snyder cut. How do we not talk about that?
Yeah.
All right. So wait, that's Justice League, right? Not Man of Steel.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm coming in weird. Let me.
Yeah, you're like Predator Vision.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand why people went bonkers for the Snyder version because there's other stuff kind of sucked.
Oh, I don't like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is
good album. I like the Kryptonian stuff.
Yeah, I like the beginning of the movie, and the fight scenes were okay, but the movie was just.
I think Henry Cavill was perfect as Clark Kent. He was a perfect kind of like a hipster Clark Kent. And he has the physique and the looks to be the Man of Steel. So I think he worked. Better than Brandon Routh, in my opinion. But, I don't know. Maybe...
put on the costume again for Arrow and...
the multiverse.
I'm going to have to say, and it's going to be similar to how I say things about Batman, I think Brandon Routh, after a revisit, you can appreciate he makes a great Clark Kent and Superman.
Okay.
Henry Cavill, he's just Superman with glasses when he's Clark Kent.
All right,
he doesn't even try to be mild-mannered.
Cavill looks more like Superman than Ralph. But yeah, Ralph has more of that Christopher Reeve nerdiness. So
he was Christopher Reeve's Superman. So it casting in that respect.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a very good movie.
No, it was kind of like sloppy in a way. But I did like the casting choice. I hated Kate Bosworth as
Lois Lane.
I thought she was very weak in that department. But Kevin Spacey was perfect as Luthor.
And then you had Cal Penn beat up Superman somewhere in that movie.
How did that happen?
I don't think he had a single line in that movie.
What was that?
I don't think he had a single line in that movie, too.
No, but he still kicked Superman in the face.
Well, he had a shard of kryptonite jammed in his side, so he was incapacitated. So
I'll tell you,
Kumar kicked him, in the. It was kind of a cheap shot, but I don't know. It was weird.
I love what's her name's in that movie, and I always loved her. It's Parker Posey.
Mm-hmm.
I always like Parker Posey. She's very funny. She's got that like nut up to her. Maybe she is. I don't know, but I always liked Parker Posey.
I liked her in You've Got Mail. She was pretty funny in that. She played
I know it's not a good one, but I was big on Scream, and she's in Scream 3, and she was like one of my favorite parts of that shit movie.
Scream 3. Doesn't she? Sorry, Kevin. Sorry.
Somehow it keeps coming back.
I know. What the hell?
You never seen Scream 3?
No, it's too much to get into.
Let's just leave it like Scream 2.
Right. No,
was ruined for me. Scream 3 was not.
We both saw Scream 3, but wait, who was Parker Posey's character?
Gail Weathers in the movie within the movie.
She was in the movie with the movie. Okay, that's funny.
It's really funny. I thought she was really funny, and then I saw her. Ever see the House of Yes?
House of Yes.
I know that's a movie about incest. I don't know what's going on now, but she's really good in it. Where she thinks she's Jackie O.
Okay.
Weird.
And I think she went to Purchase College. That's where I went to school. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's good. And Stanley Tucci, also very quirky.
Really, Tucci went there?
Yeah.
I just saw him in a movie that was They were playing on TV, and I had no idea why he was in that movie.
Terminal?
Easy A. Easy A was on TV, and I'm like, why is Stanley Tucci in this movie?
Is he Emma Stone's father?
Yeah. There's no reason to cast a good actor for that role.
I don't know. That's might have been before he was like, because he was in a million things. He's one of those guys in a million things, and he did. What did he do? Was it not Winter's Bone?
I think he was nominated for not Winter's Bone. Oh, but he played like a creepy character.
Yeah,
like a child molester or something.
Yeah, he was a murderer.
He was nominated for an Academy Award for that, whatever movie that was.
We'll start taking notice to him.
Mm-hmm.
Good. He's really. Oh, he was also in like The Devil Wears Prada.
Yep.
That got give him a big name too.
That's probably his most notable role.
He was pretty entertaining in that, though. He was that part. He embodied it.
Yeah.
I liked him. He had a small part, also a slimy part in "It Could Happen to You," the Nicolas Cage, Bridget Fonda.
Wow.
From 94.
Wow.
Also, better rom-com than Lovebirds.
Much.
Do you have a favorite rom-com?
Of all time?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cliche, but I think When Harry Met Sally is pretty up there. It's so good, though. What?
No, Kevin shook his head. No.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's gotten to the point where it's too cliche. It's a good movie, but I think.
Well, I guess
and another one. I mean, I love Tom Hanks, but I'm not going to say Sleepless in Seattle. I will actually have to go with either Joe versus Volcano or You've Got Mail, both co-starring with Meg Ryan. So, Joe versus Volcano. Nobody ever talks about this movie. It's so good. It's funny. It's weird, and I don't know.
Really young Tom Hanks in that movie too. He's really funny.
Yeah, that's 1990. So he was still doing plenty of comedies. Up until about A League of Their Own in '92 is when he kind of started going more serious after that. But yeah. Philip, do you have a favorite rom-com of all time?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
You, Philip.
My favorite rom-com of all time is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I like that movie. I don't care.
Wait, is that McConaughey?
Yeah, it's McConaughey.
Free reconnaissance.
Kate Hudson's like the queen of rom-com.
Yeah.
That's her butter right there. But How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is like, I don't know. Here's that scene. There's a scene. I always say it too, where they're playing bullshit, the card game, and he goes bullshit, mama, to his mom. I don't know. I laughed for like an hour over that.
I can imagine them having really great chemistry. So
they did another one. I don't think it was as successful, but they do have good chemistry.
Didn't they do one where they're Sahara or?
I don't think she was in that though, was she?
Or there was one where there's a beach or where it's.
It's like they're on like a treasure hunt or something.
Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold?
I think it's Fool's Gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that.
That's fun. That's my favorite rom-com. I like that.
Okay. Good to know. I didn't expect that to be your favorite, but that's okay.
Harry Met Sally. I enjoyed Harry Met Sally. I saw that. I mean, I guess that would be like the quintessential one, right?
Yeah.
You know?
That has the archetypes and everything kind of is molded off that. I'll give you that.
And I love Billy Crystal, so.
Yeah, Billy Crystal's really good. He doesn't do enough movies anymore.
No, he's kind of like slowing down a bit. But,
yeah, but he's one of those guys that you just throw him, like, you see him, he'll be like a random cameo somewhere, and he just steals the whole movie. He's so funny.
Like the Tooth Fairy.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
Kevin, you're shaking your head. Kevin, do you have a favorite rom-com yourself?
I do. It's a little more on the modern side as well, so probably not held in the same regard as Harry Met Sally, but definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah. That's where he plays the father of Abigail Breslin, or one of the Breslins.
That's right. Granted, if you break down the story, it's awkward. He basically tells his little girl about all his past relationships.
Mm-hmm.
2 failed, 1 succeeded, allegedly.
And Vice is in it.
Yep. Okay. And she has to figure out which one is her mom.
Wow.
That is an awkward thing. Hey, daughter, let me tell you about all the other women that are not your mother.
So he tells like basically his mother like cheated on him and all this stuff.
Yep.
He tells her all these things. She's like, oh.
Wow.
But it is a good one. I like that movie.
And I
forgot
remember
who kills in that movie.
there's a scene where he's walking in the Manhattan street, and he's got like Bluetooth earbuds.
It's the very start of the movie.
I remember that's like the first time I ever saw wireless earbuds. It's like, whoa, this is so high tech. Because it really, at the time, it blew my mind. So
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, guys. So I think we're about out of time, but I always ask this of everybody: is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to mention? Anything going on in your lives you want to share, Philip?
Not me. Just quarantine life.
Yep. All right.
That's.
Have you back on soon?
Yeah. I let me know, and I'll be there.
Cool. Kevin, anything?
I'm going to go with Philip on this one. Just going to go quarantine life. Until it opens up, I got nothing planned and got nothing on the schedule other than work, which I don't think we need to talk about work on this show. So
No, unless it's about movies.
Not my job. I wish it was.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just want to mention real quick, a friend of the show, John Bartnick, he has a GoFundMe page to raise funds to 3D print PPE equipment, mostly masks, to essential workers. The goal is $1,500, and he is currently at $360. So, yeah, if you want to know more, you can just email John at nerdasutrahelps@yahoo.com. That's NERDASUTRA helps@yahoo.com. And also our wonderful sponsor, Magnitude Jewelry. With orders over $50, Magnitude offers free shipping, an N95 mask, and hand sanitizer. So just go to tudegirl.com, that's TUDE girl.com, and check out that very special offer. So, guys, thank you so much for tonight. This was amazing, as always, and I wish you all lots of health and happiness, and just be safe, okay? All right, guys. Thanks so much. I've been your host, Randy Unger, and this is Under the Radar. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.